Jester here. A different little friend this time. Now, you've probably seen Ira around, but he doesn't really do crafts with us. He's the music guy. He's the one who chooses all our music and puts it into the videos. But since today I'm making a music box out of a kit, he thought he'd come and watch. Now, this is just a little dollar store music box kit that I've just seen in the stores for about a year and decided to finally, give it a try. And these are the instructions that I'm going to be attempting to follow. So, I've already taken out all the pieces and done a little bit of light painting to make them look a little more interesting. And I thought it'd be easier to paint the pieces first before putting it all together. So, the centerpiece is, of course, this little music box. Let's put it up to the microphone and see if we can hear it. Alright, so this is supposed to go here, and to attach it, we have these little screws. Now the kit came with this adorable little screwdriver that is really too small for the screws. So I got out my real screwdriver, and we're going to give that a go. So I'm going to line this all up, and then flip it over to install the screws. I want to do perfectly tight on the first go-round. We want to make sure everything's lined up first. Okay, that all seems lined up, so let's get everything a bit tighten. Not too tight because I think it will crack this wood. Flimsy wood. Alright, so that's our first step. Second step seems to be to again flip it over. And now we want to install the legs, which are these little bits, and the cross beams. Now, I think I'm going to want a bit of glue for this, so get out my giant thing of glue, and I'm just going to put a little bit of cardboard here. Best way of doing this. So this part goes in here. Put the glue on there first. May not need it. They seem quite tight. Okay, just squish that in there a little bit. Proper. So that will end up going like that. this needs to kind of slot in there. So we're gonna glue. Line these up somehow. Fortunately, this glue will dry clear because I'm getting it everywhere. Let's try to do one at a time. Maybe I should have made this whole thing first. Yeah, let's try that. Let's pull you out. Squish you in. Push that back in there. So we live and learn. I should have made the leg structure first and then installed it. Alright, let's move you into there. Okay. That seems to be all in properly. So now my piano has feet. Alright, so next step is, okay, we put it up like that, and then it looks like we install this front board in here. So, we're going to get our glue. No, I should be putting this in the other way, because there are these little nibbles here that I'm going to need later to install the keyboard. Obviously, we do not practice before we do these things. Let's see, and then the next bit, I want to take these pieces, and these are quite clever. See the way they're cut like this, so they can bend. Because what I need to do next is slide this through here, and then hook this all around like this. I do need to put the glue on the tabs, so I'm going to use stick. And put a little glue on the tabs. Oh, that's going to want some glue too. This needs to fold all the way around to the back and hook on this little tab. There we go. It's starting to look more like a piano. Okay, and the next step is putting the other bendy piece on. Now, which way do you want to go? Okay, it looks like this tab goes in here and then it folds around. So let's again. And we're going to glue up our tabs. this. Had it before. There. Let's make sure those are all nice and snugged in. Okay. It's taking on its shape. Okay, now we put the lid on it. Line up all these little tabs. Nice and tight. There. It's looking pretty good, but obviously it's still missing some things. And yes, the next thing we need to do is install the keyboard. And that's what we needed those two little slots for there. So I'm going to glue that up. More glue along the bottom, not much. Just a little bit. Now we're going to install the keyboard. Should just push in there. There we go. And now there's just a few little details to put on. Let's see, such as the music stand. Foot pedals. I'm going to install that first. install the music sheet. I need a bit more glue. Just goes in there. Now the piano is done, but of course you need a little bench to sit on. That's what these little leftover pieces are for. Squish one in there. And we squish one in here. So I can find the little tiny holes. Top the bench on. There we go. Now we have a tiny little bench. There we have our little piano. You know, it actually looks about Ira's size. So let's, can't use the bench. Okay, let's have Ira give you a little performance. And there you have it. A little music box.